stimulate fat burning, speed up weight loss, boost your immune system, and improve your memory. It's amazing what you can achieve in your sleep. Welcome to Shapefixer. I am Andrew Tunstall. I'm a nutritionist, I'm an athlete, and I love my sleep. And I'm going to talk to you about sleep and why it's so important for you to get the right sleep, what happens to you when you don't get enough sleep, and what you can do about it to improve either your time or your quality of sleep. Now, when we talk about sleep, I'm not talking about rest, sitting around watching TV. I'm talking about proper sleep, deep sleep. What happens when you're asleep? Your body repairs, it grows, you repair damaged DNA. This boosts your immune system. Go and watch our videos about autophagy. There's a link down here. Autophagy is a very, very powerful regeneration process that occurs in your body while you are asleep. And the other thing that happens when you are asleep is memory formation. So if you are struggling with memory and trying to keep a grip on things, especially when you're starting to get older, it's very often just because you're having poor quality sleep. And as we get older, we do tend to have more disturbed sleep. Memory, it exists in three phases. There's the encoding process, which is just understanding what's happening on and taking it in during the day. Then the memory formation happens in your brain when you're asleep. And the next day, the retrieval process is calling out those memories again and being able to understand them. Now, you could have a problem with encoding because things are confusing when they happen, or you may have a retrieval issue, but most likely it's just the memory formation is not happening. Those memories are not going into their files. They're not getting locked in properly because you are not getting sufficient sleep. Now, you need 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Typically, teenagers need more. That's why we tend to think of them as lazy. They're not lazy at all. It's a biological requirement. Unfortunately for them, they usually don't get it. We live in a world at the moment where we are very much dominated by our routine and our stresses. We're very stressed. Our culture requires us to be worried about things and actively pursuing things and thinking about things all the time. And we're overworked and run off our feet. And we also lack a little bit of self-discipline. So it's very difficult to get the sleep. Our wake-up time is usually fixed. You have to go to work or you've got some sort of responsibility in the morning. So it would be quite easy to say, if I have to get up at 7 every morning, well, then I need to go to bed at 11. And then you go to bed at 11. Sounds easy. It isn't. We're so busy during the day and we're so stressed that when we do manage to get to the bedroom, we don't want to go to sleep, because then it's tomorrow again. We want some time for ourselves. And we sit there, and what do? We sit with lights on. We look at a screen, whether that's a phone or a laptop, which has a backlight in it, and it's usually a white light, and all these artificial lights keep us awake and stop the sleep hormone from being released to start to slow everything down and make us sleepy. In nature, well, the sun goes down, so, go to bed. And we do all this, and we look at the laptop, and we get stressed about what we see, whether that's a social media thing or whatever, and then we eventually switch it off and we expect to go to sleep. And we can't, because our sleep hormones respond to the gradual diminishing of the light. And we lie there tossing and turning. Then we start to stress about being awake because we realize we need to go to sleep. The stress causes us to release cortisol, the stress hormone, which then makes the problem worse because you can't go to sleep because now you're stressed about not going to sleep. It's a complete mess. So what we need to do in the evenings is dim the lights, not look at a screen. If you want to slow down, read a book. Much better than having a laptop in your face or a phone in your face. Read a book, or listen to some soft music, dim the lights, but try and be a bit more disciplined about when you go to bed and when you finally switch all those lights off. It's also very important to avoid stimulants before sleep. So after dinner, don't drink any more coffee, don't drink alcohol if you can help it, and don't eat sugary, well, you shouldn't be eating sugar most of the time anyway, but try to avoid sugary desserts. Anything that's going to stimulate your metabolism and increase your heart rate. Now, a lack of sleep will affect your eyesight negatively. You will obviously have worse immunity. You will gain weight. You will age more quickly, and your hormone production won't be as efficient. A lot of your hormones are produced while you're asleep because your microbiome, the bacteria that live in your stomach, are responsible for guiding or regulating the process of producing the hormones that you need on a day-to-day basis. Have a look at our video on microbes. I'm going to put a link somewhere down here to them as well. So sleep is not a luxury. It is a non-negotiable biological necessity. You're going to become ill. You're going to get old if you don't have enough sleep. Now, taking a sleeping tablet, where I guess in an emergency situation, I get it. It's a medication, and sometimes we need a medication. But to be in the habit of taking sleeping tablets is very, very dangerous. That is a chemical replacement for the normal sleep hormone. And it works. But the more you take it, the less your body produces the sleep hormone, until eventually you can't sleep without a sleeping tablet. Your body also becomes resistant to the sleeping tablet, so you need to increase the dose. So you absolutely become essentially a drug addict, addicted to sleeping pills. So please be very, very careful and don't give them to your kids. There you have it. It's not negotiable. It's not a luxury. Your memory will improve, your immunity will improve, your weight will go down, your metabolism will be better, your hormone production will be better. So you need to remember to sleep and sleep to remember. Oh, I can't believe I said that. That's really corny. Okay, that's terrible. I'm going to edit that out. Please click a like on this video. Please share this video with everybody who's still awake. And thank you for watching.